Yo, what's really good, everybody? It's your boy Argenis, aka Genocide. I'm here with Matt Capone and the Dundadas.
You dig?
You know what I'm saying?
The Bobbers.
It's the Bobbers and
The
the
Bobbers.
Nah, man.
Yeah.
Gotta get cleaned up. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Get your shit right. But anyway, so let me get to it, yo. Let's set off this episode by saying it's always a pleasure, you know what I'm saying, being in the room with the guys, being able to share with y'all our experiences and updates and our opinions on what we think is going on right now.
That's right.
And what we call the geek world, right? So
It's just
with
life.
that being said, you feel
It's
me?
life, bro.
Yeah, that's
It's
all
life.
it is, bro. That's all it is. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Always good to be back for another episode.
Word.
What's up, guys?
First
going
of all,
on?
happy belated Father's Day to all y'all out there.
Happy
Hope y'all had a
Father's Day.
great
Appreciate
one.
that.
Word.
Appreciate that. You know
Shout
what I'm
out to
saying?
y'all.
Like, I you know, this is one thing, like I mentioned earlier, man. It's crazy because on Father's Day, I have a Blackstone, and yes, you know, it's a goated type thing, you know, because if you have one of those, everybody gets hype about it because you could cook the best shit on it.
You
But it's
still
just
make your oatmeal
unfortunate.
on your Blackstone, right?
You wildin'.
But
But that's the thing, bro. You know, it's
Pull
just
out the
unfortunate.
oats from the fucking field.
Yeah,
Bro.
dry oats, a little bit of water. You be stir frying oatmeal on his Blackstone.
You know what I'm saying? So the thing, yeah, these guys are wild, man. But bro, it seems like I just busted out once a year type shit. You know what I'm saying? And use it and cook something once a year because I only use it during Father's
Once
Day.
a year?
Bro, it's unfortunate because that's what it
That's
feels like,
crazy.
man. No,
That you've turned
I've
it into the
used
Sorcerer's
no,
Stone.
Look, hold on. You see, I knew this was gonna happen because when you have
Look,
a
I didn't
Blackstone,
hear the part
you're
of
supposed
once
to
a
use it
year.
often. But not
You're
really
talking
young.
about how good you feel when you use it. Pause.
Okay, so
Hey,
Yo.
You talked about that. You said like the feeling you get when you use it.
Let me not exaggerate and say once a year, but it feels like it because that's how rare. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, maybe twice. So, but
It's
honestly,
like a colonoscopy.
man, I made the best hibachi on that shit. That shit never
Oh, you made a
fails.
hibachi?
'Cause- Yeah, I made hibachi, and let me
Yeah,
tell you,
that's
that
dope.
feeds the fam. That's a good thing because that's quantity.
But did you
And
use
if you know how to make,
scrambled eggs, fried eggs?
yeah, I used the
all that.
fried eggs.
Okay,
You know what I'm
okay,
saying?
okay.
I did on the side of the day. I did the zucchini with squash and the
Okay,
onions.
okay.
You feel me?
Mhm.
And then I added the Japanese barbecue and soy sauce
Okay.
on the rice. You feel me? And
Okay.
then I did shrimp, steak, and chicken.
Okay.
Nice,
You
all right,
got the
Yeah, everybody ate good, man.
did
Yeah,
homework.
take
You did
that.
homework,
No,
okay.
no diddy. Take that. But you know, like really, bro. Like it's always like I beast when I do the hibachi. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, man, it always reminds me. It's like fuck, because I'm like, hey, man, I only use it like once or twice a year. I gotta use it more often because everything that I make out of that shit is just it's always to perfection.
Is it like propane powered or how
Yeah,
is
it's propane powered,
Okay.
but it's what they call
Or heated.
cold steel. So it's not like stainless steel to say. It's like a cold metal type shit. But man, bro, anything,
I know one of my
Anything.
homeboys that comes to the
Anything.
shop has one and he loves that thing.
bro,
He uses it all the
anything.
time.
Yo,
More than twice a year.
Philly cheesesteaks or
Ooh,
breakfast,
the Philly
anything.
cheesesteaks, the
Yo,
know,
I'm
nah,
gonna come
man.
over and get a chopped cheese, son.
Oh,
Yeah, you
chopped
feel me,
cheese,
bro?
chopped
Nah, you know what I'm
cheese.
saying? Smash burgers on that bitch be
Smash
hitting.
burgers,
You
forget
know,
about
yeah,
it.
man. So anyway,
I know. Don't they have
Yeah.
the ones that
It's
you
just
can
like,
put
damn.
on top of the fucking stove and you let the stove heat it up?
the what?
I could have swore.
Yeah.
They got a pizza stove you could put on top of the Blackstone. So you
Really?
can make a homemade pizza on top of the Blackstone.
That's crazy.
So it's like it's some type of dome where it heats up and shit. It's fire.
See, I got
Damn.
into the Blackstone conversation.
Alright.
You see the Blackstone?
Cool.
Son,
But you
Blackstone
know what?
is
I'm
son-
gonna
Blackstone,
say this.
Blackstone is official.
Bro, this
It's
is
even heating,
telling
right?
our
Yeah.
age,
Heats
though.
even.
When we're excited about cooking shit, bro,
That's
dude,
what
know,
you
that's
man.
telling our age, bro.
But yeah, facts. But you
yeah,
want to know
I
something?
know what it's like to walk
like
into Home Depot
You
and get
eat
excited.
good when you have one of those. Because again, no matter what you make, because you gotta season the thing too. Because that's what
course.
you can't
Yeah.
fuck up. You gotta
need
season that steel. You
And
feel
you
me?
let it season for a whole year.
Oh, bro,
Yeah.
shit, bro. I'll tell you what. But
With
you want to know
dust.
something?
Cobwebs.
Nah, but you want to know something? It's seasoned so good that when I took the lid off, you would expect motherfuckers from what I hear, experience and shit like that. Motherfuckers be letting that shit just sit and the
Rust.
shit catch rust and shit. Bro, nah, my shit was coated. That shit looked like it was still brand new. Like I said, I made that hibachi because I use avocado oil. So when I coat that bitch, that shit be lasting, boy. So again, yo, get yourself a Blackstone. I'm not trying to promote this shit, but maybe, you know what I'm saying? You never know. Throw me a deal. Throw me a deal. Throw me a deal, man. Throw me a deal. You never know, because that shit is official.
Powered by Blackstone. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
But yeah, man, that was how my Father's Day went. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really relax because I enjoyed cooking, I guess. You know, it was one of those things that it was almost like relaxing anyway, you know? But yeah,
you had some soup, like some miso soup or anything like that too?
Nah. So it's crazy.
What kind of hibachi
so it's crazy because we bought the salad and the ginger dressing.
Yeah,
but we forgot, man. But that's how good the hibachi was. We forgot about the appetizer.
You was excited for the food.
Yeah,
like,
man, that shit was hitting. So yeah. That's how.
Did you shed a tear when you put it up?
Nah.
After a year, I would.
Nah, because I feel like I'm gonna use it pretty soon again.
You feel how do you store it? How do you like how?
Oh, so check this out.
It's he stores it like Tony stores it in a cave.
Shout out my girl because when she got me this as a gift, right? It was the whole, like when I tell you the full kit, it came with the conditioning thing, the whole shebang, the cleaning kit, the whole kit with the apron, with every type of man, the whole setup. Like, man, I come out of there loaded. Like, I feel like I got every weapon you can think of to fucking tackle the Blackstone.
He got
so it comes with a dope ass cover that's like for weather control and shit like that. It keeps it in good condition.
He literally got the adult Fisher Price version of the Blackstone.
Nah, man,
the whole
shebang.
To get the dad sneakers.
That's
the
crazy.
Nike
the whole
Monarchs.
shebang,
he had the dad crop.
But
Balances,
it came with a cover though. It came with an official cover though, to where like the temperature and shit like that. As long as you keep that shit with that cover, like bro, that shit could go through anything.
You throw the shrimps in your head or not? You be throwing the shrimps in your head?
Nah, but I tell you,
you be doing the volcano with the
shout out my boy Joe though. He gave me a little secret. I don't know if y'all do it, but on the shrimp, you feel me? He brines it with equal parts sugar and salt and lets it soak. And then after he does that, then you make them bitches, bro. It changes completely. It changes the game.
Game changer.
Really?
So let it soak.
Y'all just got a life
before
hack.
you make it. Just
Shout
out homie Joe. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I was cooking too though.
He was just like, just brine it, just like let it soak with equal amounts of sugar and salt, and let that shit just sit there. And then when that shit is ready to go,
you cooked at your parents?
Yeah. So for whatever reason, my parents wasn't feeling it. They weren't trying to do nothing. I was like, well, fuck it. I'm gonna just go to the store, grab some shit. I'm coming over. So I wind up doing some chicken in the oven. You know what I'm saying? Hooked it up with some veggies. But I made my fucking bacon wrap pork sirloin.
Mm-hmm.
That shit smacking, bro.
So
it takes a while to
this turned into a Food Network show.
But
it ended that way. It started that way, didn't it?
Right.
That's right.
But so when you buy the bacon, you gotta throw that bitch in fucking water to you know what I'm saying, get that salt off, because it'll be way too salty. Then you know what I'm saying, that pork sirloin, you know what I mean, you cut the fat off, fucking season that bitch up and then wrap it right with the bacon, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Then I wrap that bitch up with aluminum, throw it in the oven for at 450 for like an hour. You know what I mean? Then I usually unwrap it and then throw it on the grill. I didn't have the grill.
Boy, done that.
Yeah, straight up. I promise you. You throw it on the grill to get that bacon crispy, whatever. I didn't have the grill at my parents', so I just threw it in the oven, you know what I'm saying, and put the oven to 500 and let that bitch make the bacon crispy. Bang.
Shit
Shit is wild juicy too.
Listen, I played badminton.
So random.
Sam and Dallas and I played badminton outside, and my arms hurt, my legs hurt, my shoulders hurt, my whole body hurts.
Make shit.
We played for about 2 hours.
Some scrambled apple jacks with a little bit of
We're out
parsley
there
and oats, that was crazy.
just pounding away at some shuttlecocks.
Hey, what the fuck?
No, literally, crazy. That's what they call them, little birdies.
Yeah, little birdies.
Primo, how was your Father's Day?
Yeah, Primo, man, the man behind the board.
Word.
I got older.
Yeah.
He said he got older.
Shout out to getting older, man.
Birthdays on Father's Day?
Yeah.
That's what's
shit,
brother.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, happy birthday. Happy
but
belated
you know what's
Primo,
crazy?
man.
Is
you get double shit?
I was just about to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what?
Beautiful.
Listen. you know that they nowadays, if they both land on the same day, niggas is only giving you one thing because they
Bro,
trying to
that's
save
true.
money.
That's true.
Be like, yo,
Listen,
one thing.
My birthday's a week from Christmas, and it's the same day, bro. Like my Christmas and birthday.
That's how it is with my
They're
sister.
expecting double. Fuck
My
that.
sister gets her birthday
They
gifts on
expecting double?
Christmas.
Yeah,
Fuck
I usually
that.
only got gifts
exactly
for Christmas.
It's unfortunate for you that it both landed on one day, because that means you're still getting only one gift.
Shit, you
I'll
know
Selfish
what's worse?
bastard. You know what I'm saying? You can't just have
Yo,
one day.
what's
You wanna
worse
have
is
two
our
on
homie
one day.
Joe that we should work with at the shop. His birthday's on Valentine's Day, so he don't even get to celebrate.
So forget everything Josh just said because he doesn't have a birthday.
Damn.
Well, how old did you turn, Brian?
Hey, but I would use that as what?
Bruh.
He said, "Oh,
My birthday
How
was
did you
on
turn?
Valentine's Day.
Huh.
You might as well call me Cupid, because baby, I'm outside. Watch what I do. Like, what? That's the Rico
Valentine's
Suave
Day,
day
birthday
now.
on Valentine's
That's
Day."
smooth. What?
If you're single, bro, if you in a relationship, bro, that shit ain't going.
Yeah, nah. I
That
mean,
shit ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that ain't your day.
I said, what Valentine's
yeah.
Day?
Yeah, exactly.
Are you single? You're gonna buy yourself chocolates? The fuck?
Nah, I buy like a slush or something like that.
Hey, I'll buy myself
Some
chocolates.
freeze-dried Skittles,
Get like a
maybe.
nice white glove.
Yeah, my birthday's on New Year's. I never liked it as a kid.
Your
I
birthday's
never
on
did.
New Year's?
On New Year's Day, I never liked it as a
Fire.
kid.
So when the ball drops, that's your birthday. No Diddy.
Yeah, pretty
Damn, that's fire.
You dropped at the same time as the ball?
much. No, it was born
Hey,
at 6:30 in the
yo.
morning,
Okay.
and my
So
mom
after.
was rushed to the hospital with her friend because my dad was passed out drunk from partying.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a true story.
Nah, that's
That's fire.
fire,
True story.
though.
True story.
Nah, bro, as a child, as a kid, I always wanted a birthday party. I never could have one because all my friends would be with their family.
Yeah, you know what?
That shit.
I
Because
was stuck
everybody's
at home.
recovering
Yeah, you know
from
what I
New
mean?
Year's.
Yeah,
Ain't
my
trying to
birthday
go
was
to
But
a
as you
birthday
get older,
party.
like if you be
as
drinking
an
and
adult,
celebrating, that's dope.
as an
though.
adult, like do my party years was fire, of course,
Yeah.
because I'm celebrating with everybody else. You know what I
Facts.
mean, and turn
You
it
get
up
older,
and
you can
whatever.
actually celebrate and shit.
You know what I mean? But now that I'm older, that shit still sucks, bro.
Yeah, you back
Like,
to
you
how
know
it
what
was
I
as a
mean?
kid.
Yeah, like it's trash.
Well, so
Yo,
check it.
and no bullshit, bro.
Uh-huh.
I always wanted to be sung happy birthday at a restaurant, and that shit happened when I was like, what, 35, 36.
And
I
when
died,
when
yeah.
you don't.
saying?
When you
Like,
don't want it to
It was
happen
dope,
anymore.
bro. It was dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
You
like,
did say that was the first time.
Yeah, I never got
Is there a
sung happy
specific kind of
birthday.
restaurant? Like you ever
No,
picture
I
this out or
just-
nothing like that?
No,
was
I
that
just.
at? Was that
It was
at
in Orlando after
Top
we went
Golf?
to the Top Golf. Yep.
dessert.
So what if we go to like
Yeah, he just
some-
wanted the
get some
free
chicken
dessert,
tenders
like
maybe,
me.
and then we sing
Nah,
happy
that's
birthday.
weird.
Weird.
That's
So you
weird.
want like an Italian restaurant?
No, not
maybe.
Italian. I don't even
Oh,
like Italian
hibachi
food like that.
You can bring out the
Damn,
Blackstone.
no,
You
you
know
know
what
what'd
I
be
mean?
crazy?
You bring out the Blackstone,
If,
we sing happy
no, if we
birthday.
make you stand on the stool at Hooters.
Julius did that
Ooh,
shit.
Texas Roadhouse, you gotta
Julius
saddle
did
up
that
with
shit.
Texas Roadhouse.
Yo, I know we got into this weird ass.
It's my birthday. My
segue.
birthday's in like 2
Now,
weeks.
Yeah.
Not
but
less
now
than 2
saying that with Hooters, did you ever have to saddle up at Texas Roadhouse for your birthday or not?
I never
Or-
did none of that shit.
or
Never.
El
Never,
Torreo
never.
with a pie in the face.
First of all, when we used to live in New York, we never went to restaurants like that ever. You know what I'm saying? It was too many of us. You know what I mean? We went to restaurants once every fucking gray moon, bro.
It always rains
Yeah.
on my birthday.
You know what I mean?
You know, what'd be dope. We go to Olive. if we go to Olive Garden, I want about like 1,000
All right,
Andes mints.
so listen, guys. Listen. Enough of the birthdays. There's nobody's damn birthday right now. You know, fuck that shit. I'm sorry, Adam, that happens.
Fuck your
Every day.
birthday, man.
It always rains.
Hold on, I'm sorry, Adam.
The only thing that I get out of
happens
that is I don't have to
my brother.
mow.
I hope that the clouds separate one day for you on your birthday.
Open up, Sirius.
and open up their light. Anyway, great way to start the episode, man.
It's fun.
That's funny as shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sharing our birthday
That's
dramas.
just it's just hilarious, man. Anyway, let's get it. Let's get into the real deal here. Check it. Since the last episode, we've gotten active.
Word.
We've had some
outside.
experiences. Yeah, we was outside. Best way to put it. You know what I'm saying?
outside.
Yeah. What can I tell you, man? Like, Yeah, we were on the hunt.
So all right, first we did the Geeks Fest at the same time you guys were in Orlando, right?
Doing the collective.
I was
Collecticon.
in Orlando doing
So,
the collective.
Yeah,
So
because
we
we
was
haven't
at-
been. We're talking live with y'all for the first time
it's
about
been a
this.
minute. It's been a minute since we filmed. So
Okay.
So we were at Geek
Quick
Fest.
recap, the Geek Fest.
Just quick. So we was at Geek Fest. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty dope. It's getting bigger. You know what I mean? We sold some stuff. You know what I mean? Mess with people, whatever. I got my blood drawn. It was cool. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, he did. He
I
did.
did. It was
They had a
like-
bus
He's
there?
like, I'm about-
They had a
he's
bus
like,
there?
This chick's gonna go take my blood.
Word.
And I said in my
Yeah.
head, I was like, this thing is gonna come back for like an
All
hour
right,
and
so
45
my
minutes.
question
Sat there
is,
by myself.
hold on.
It was over an hour.
Hey,
No way. No way. It's like 45 minutes.
But what
Alright,
made you
so-
want to get your?
Nah, that's
because
not
they
my
get
It's
you
hot,
free
bro.
cookies or
And,
something?
it was hot, and she offered
Nah.
me Gatorade.
No,
I knew there was a reason.
My
why.
ass.
hold on.
Drinks
I was
there.
literally,
Alone.
listen, I was literally about to say, why did you do it for like a free movie ticket? You did it for a fucking
No, and
Gatorade.
she gave me.
No, the Gatorade was the pre-show. Gatorade was the
She gave me
pre-show.
like 3 big boy bottles too.
Oh, he-
Hey, wait, did you get to pick the colors too?
Yeah.
yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
You got blue, red, and orange. Those are the best
Yeah,
ones right there.
and the AC was pumping in that truck, like
Yeah,
the
it's
van.
Shit.
It was hot
That's
out there.
funny.
It
Bro.
was hot. It was really
That
hot.
shit's hilarious.
But,
The last 2 hours, they
yeah.
dragged.
Yeah,
They-
honestly.
They got outlets over there.
Only the one
Against
the
the
first
wall,
time,
maybe.
yeah.
Probably where they set up
Fuck
the
around,
sound
bring a
equipment.
fan or something like
You remember
next
the
time.
first booth we had when the first
Yeah,
time?
yeah, they
We
had
had
one.
an
Yeah,
outlet there.
yeah, it
outlet
was
there, but
yeah.
besides that, no,
Yeah,
there was
it's
no
chop.
other outlet.
Yeah, I think the rest is on the stage area where they do
Mm-hmm.
the sound or whatever. But that's dope, the Geek Fest. So, all right, so real quick, just to kind of give you my experience on Collecticon. You know, it's crazy because since we've had quite a bit of time and I've got to process the experience, I've had the right words to choose, you know, for me to explain how I felt about how Collecticon worked. So first time, obviously, it's focused on cards, right? Sports.
This was your first time, right?
My first time at
Okay.
a Collecticon.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, hyped. You know, I could say the amount of people, how crowded it was.
Did y'all see Walker?
Yeah.
Was he
Walker,
signing autographs?
honestly, I'm going to put it to you like this. I was smart. I caught him, and I took a little bit of footage, but I left in the middle of his set because it was already like 3:30 when he got on stage, and that was already ending by like 6 or 7, and I was gonna drive back. I didn't want to catch the traffic, so Waka to me was not somebody I looked forward
He
to.
wasn't trying to
watching.
go hard in the paint. Is
Yeah,
what
you
he's
feel
saying.
me? And honestly, he's not an artist that, you know, it was just like I'm gonna stick around
to
for.
me, being a hip hop fan, I would try to get his autograph anyway.
So the thing is, he performed what, like the Charizard. He had a Charizard song and whatever.
He has a
brother.
Charizard song.
Yeah, he has a Pokemon song
Get
where he
the
mentions Charizard. You know what I'm saying?
That's funny.
So anyway, that's why he's there though in these things because he's a big Pokemon fan too. So
Huge Pokemon fan.
yeah.
Yeah, I
So
didn't know that.
anyway,
That's cool.
first of all, to walk in the experience, the first thing I see, obviously, since it's a card event, you know, Collecticon is pretty much like about 70% Pokemon.
Yep.
Okay. First thing I see is this inflatable fucking Pikachu that's the size of like a Titan. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? To
And
let
the-
you know
and-
that's the entrance.
In the entrance. Area.
Yeah, so-
the foyer.
Yeah. So walk in, obviously good numbers in there. At the time I got there, within an hour, that place was. But the difference is that it's a lot more level and eye to where you can see the amount of people compared to a MegaCon because MegaCons build booths and like these
Yeah,
stage
it's
sets
huge.
and it's huge. There's
Okay,
because
yeah, I
there's
got you.
cosplaying and a lot of things in the environment involved.
Yeah.
This is just it almost felt like a flea market indoors with AC full of tables of card traders.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
So yeah, so you
There
can
was no
kind of like
big-ass
scope out.
displays
Yeah.
or no crazy.
There was a couple booths in there, a couple cosplayers, but you could just tell people went in there and
It's
it was
about
mainly
business.
for business.
Yeah.
You know, like no lie, business. Like
Big
so
transactions, for
any
Oh,
any
yeah, I'm
type
sure.
of entertainment
In
was
fact,
just like filler stuff because people didn't give a fuck, in my opinion, to the entertainment. And I'll get to that real quick too. But just like you could just tell people went in there to do trades. get maybe stuff to finish their PCs, their master sets, and whatever in Pokemon. Or even for the couple of sports that was out there, there was some gems.
I seen a video. I think I sent it to Mac, where a dude had bought like a $15,000 slab, and he was showing it off to some other seller, maybe wanted to trade, and he was like, "Yo, bro, this shit is fake."
Yeah.
That's
Facts.
wild.
All right, so bro, let me tell you something. The type of transaction I seen.
That was like a $15,000 slab, bro. Something like that.
Yeah.
Something big. I was just like, what the fuck?
So anyway,
and they went back to homie and homie paid him.
Yeah, he got reimbursed for sure.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Cause bro, if homie wasn't gonna pay me my money.
Okay, so
that was crazy.
I guess let me try to get to the point as quick as possible because the experience wasn't that great. But I want to compare it to certain things real quick.
Why you
to
say
where
that?
I'll get into that. So anyway, I get there. Boom! Shout out to OG Poke Cards. You know they
had
it.
a booth there, right?
Yeah, they had a booth there.
Okay.
The homies allowed me to be able to be there to shoot content and experience the Collecticon with them.
One of the, I don't know if it was them, but one was it. He said did an interview with them.
Yeah, him.
So he has long hair. He was a skinny dude with long hair. He said
he was on an episode. Yeah.
He said he
came to the Geek Fest.
Yeah, he had a booth at Geek
Oh,
Fest.
no, that's Mustang. He's somebody else.
Okay, he was offering me a box of cards and said, we don't deal with the cards Mac and Jen
Yeah. Mustang, yeah.
Okay,
all right. So, anyway, OG Poke Cards is the Pokemon store guys. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Anyway, shout out to them. They made it possible for me to experience the thing. And definitely go check them out, man, for whatever you're looking for. These guys are literally their store. They got the heat, and they're always on top of releases and everything.
Do they have an online, like?
They got Whatnot.
They got Whatnot, and I believe Instagram. They got eBay.
All right,
you know what I'm saying?
Shout out OG Poke Cards.
Yeah, OG Poke Cards. So anyway, boom, went in there. So this is where I can start making it a long story short. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The one thing I compared it to, first of all, so, you know, here at Street Geeks, you know me, I like to share my mind. When I say I don't like something, when I don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck. And we're going to get to that right now. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to speak my mind. So when I was in there, right?
Talk your shit, nigga.
Anyway, so
make a long story short, this shit is long.
I know, it's already long.
He
hyped me up, bro. He hyped me up. He hyped me up, man. So now I'm in here right now because he hyped me up, bro. I'm like right now here already hyped. Anyway, so I consider it like this. Standing there, and when I looked at the whole scenery and I seen because there was a lot of adults. There was families there, kids, you know what I'm saying? But it was a lot of adults. And like I said, I'm not going to sugarcoat. I felt like all of y'all watch Star Wars, I imagine. And most of y'all probably remember the classics. So the scene of when Han Solo and Chewbacca are inside the bar in Tatooine. The smuggler's bar, right? In Tatooine. So, you know, when you walk in there, it looks like the smugglers look shady motherfuckers, man. You shady motherfuckers. Yo, so the thing is like, it just looked like everybody in there was in a bad mood. Again, I thought this was a kid thing. Again, you know, like there was everybody everybody trying to hustle in a bad mood. They're all the scalpers are there fighting with each other over the prices. Stupid, like people trying to make deals, and it's like people don't not giving you the vendors not giving you the right attention or like acting real like. Bro, it was just like you could just tell the energy in there, point blank. The energy sucks. You know, if I went in there as a person trying to find pieces for my collection and I enjoy it for what it is, to get treated like shit just because I'm looking for something and you're trying to overprice it because you just feel like you want to take advantage. That's not cool. You know, and again, the attitude and the energy sucked, right? And then on top of that, here's where I really start. I don't give a fuck. You know, listen, man. You guys know about Jason Page? You know who Jason Page is?
No.
Okay, so Jason Page is the guy in the 90s. Man, shout out to him in a sense. in the aspect of like, man, he was the voice. He was the one that did the theme song for Pokemon.
Okay,
we talked about this.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
That you were saying he was gonna be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and
Big
you know, he was the voice of like Mac commercials, cartoons and everything.
All
Like he
right,
was.
I didn't
was
know his
fun.
name. I
Big
know
in
who he is,
advertisement
though.
back
Yeah.
in like the early 2000s.
Anyway. Man, listen, bro. Okay, you like 57 years old, bro. You shouldn't be wearing those type of jeans, bro. You shouldn't be dressing like that, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
how
you
is he
already-
dressed,
bro?
Mr. Argento?
So check it, bro. You like 55, maybe 60 years old. Maybe I have your age off, but you look hurt like that.
Hurt.
And
Now
the thing
hurt
is,
how?
Jason Page. And the thing
But-
is like, so he's known. Okay, so right or wrong, you know, he's known in the Pokemon community because obviously
He got the.
he
theme
takes
song.
advantage. Should I say? People look at it this way.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, he's legendary. I give him his respect, but it's like he takes advantage in a lot of people's minds of the Pokemon cards and the values and stuff because what he does is he's a type to sign cards and then try to trade them off and increase the value by his signature. But when you sign your name off, you know, it's not exclusive anymore when you sign every card that's out there. And then you use that as like
leverage.
That's
leverage
fodder,
to
yeah.
try to, and you know, and a lot of people feel that way. Me, when I look at him, it's like, bro, you know, I get it. You were the man that did the Pokemon theme song. You're still trying to live off of this, and bro, you know, I know there's a lot of people that agree with me, bro. Just chill out, man.
Yeah, I
like
wouldn't
those
buy
jeans
it.
are too tight, bro. Them jeans are too tight, bro, and they shouldn't be having holes like that. You know, you can't be taking Pokemon cards and flinging them into the crowd like you Gambit. You're gonna fuck around and cut some kid the way you were just
Paper cut.
over here throwing them bitches like this, and then you know with this.
You know what,
Bro.
This was your perfect crowd,
I don't
bro.
understand,
You
bro,
were
man.
one of the crowd people, bro.
But
What
why
does he
why-
wearing have to do anything to do with?
But why?
Him,
are
He's
you
jealous because he
upset?
didn't have the outfit. He saw
Oh,
that and
he
he's
didn't
like,
catch
"Shit,
one of those
I
cards. That's what it
You know what I'm
was.
saying?
You see?
Were you mad at
I
that?
cares about what the fuck he was wearing,
no,
bro?
you see, okay, he don't get it.
You don't get it?
He don't
You
get
don't
it.
get it.
Yeah,
Bro,
I know
I'm
we talked
offended
about.
that you're
I know we
short.
talked about
Right.
Your
that.
shorts are too short, son. You're showing mad kindness, son.
bro.
mad.
You got
That's
on
mad.
volleyball
If I actually like
Man,
sit down and pull them down a little, they'll go down
This
to
is
my
honor. This
kneecap.
is a page honor. Page.
Anyway,
Yeah.
That's the vibe.
I know we talked about.
I'm
Listen,
offended, son.
I know we
No.
talked about that he
Yo.
signs
No,
everything.
bro, no.
He's always signing everything.
it's
Trying to
just-
raise the
just
prices on
listen,
all that
bro.
shit.
Again, my thing is the image ain't working for
It
him
ain't working.
for his age.
No.
And
But so,
and listen, you know,
I
this
just
is
don't
just my
understand. I
opinion.
don't understand.
Man,
I don't understand why
so
you're mad,
Josh,
though.
you know,
'Cause
I'll make
I'm
it
thinking
easier
of
for
it
me.
like if it's a comic book artist that's signing comic books to increase the value, so he'll trade with somebody.
No, he's
else
not a
to
signed
get-
cover, but no, he was just the voice of the Pokemon theme song. And
But I'm
by
saying
this point,
he's affiliated with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's
Barely.
affiliated.
You know,
bro,
you
he's
can't-
barely,
At
he's
the end of the
barely.
day, you
nah,
can get an
he
EBT
barely is.
card
It's a
worth
theme
more than his
song.
autograph, pretty much.
I'm saying, but that he's the theme song
But-
of the fucking show, bro. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Like,
I know what Jen
he's-
is talking about in
he's
that regard.
affiliated.
I know what
At
he's
one
talking about in
point
that
it's
regard.
lit, but he be doing too much.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
You go
yeah.
out there, it's
Like,
like once
For
you
some-
overdo
people,
it,
people
it's
are
like,
kind of like they're. It's already old.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like,
He's
bro.
been doing it for years and years and
Bro,
years.
yeah, and the thing is, don't get me wrong. You know, the dude when he performs, like I
Are the
did say,
cards overpriced?
No,
I
that's
did
the
say-
thing. Where he's,
I mean,
bro,
he
bro.
does his own
he's taking-
performance.
Nah,
He's
he
taking
does his
his
own
lower end-
performance.
his
He's
own
taking
mixing,
lower end
running back
cards.
and forth.
Yeah,
and
you see,
signing
I knew
them
this was gonna be
and-
an issue.
and selling them mad
The
expensive.
Pokemon theme song.
So is
man.
that he's selling them for too much money? That's why you're mad?
Oh no, he be taxing like a motherfucker.
bro?
I don't understand where the
Listen.
the mad is coming from.
Okay,
Like,
so-
Why are you mad?
So
Talk your shit. Why you mad, Jen?
okay. So let me
Why
explain
you
it like
mad?
this, right? I get it. He's the man. Pokemon theme song, right?
Okay, he's the
Cool.
man.
Where,
He's the man.
And he's
Cool.
gonna use that. We know he's gonna
yeah,
use it.
and he's
though.
gonna use that and write it out. But the thing is I get that's the classic. But in this generation, the way these minds and these kids think, they don't really give a fuck about this nigga. You feel me? Because there's already newer songs. He's trying to even come up with other songs. The shit is not hitting. He's still trying to take advantage, like being an artist in that route of creating Pokemon
He's
theme
stuck in
songs.
the old way,
and
you
niggas is
saying.
stuck in his old ways, and it's not working.
And he's
for
not
him.
an
So would you
artist.
think?
He's
Yeah,
not an
you
artist.
know,
You
he's
think he
like-
should do a song with Waka Flocka to bring him to the newer crowd?
Nah, look, man.
Waka
Again, you,
Flocka's not even new though,
Nah,
bro.
he not new.
okay.
man.
So
No, man.
this, you
I
could
mean,
call me a
fucking
hater, my
Young
nigga.
Dirk,
Like, that's
so-
the only way I could put it. But I feel like, again, just from the opinion and the things I see from people, like, yes, he does. It's kind of like you lose value when you abuse your own signature like that.
That's
like
right.
realistically,
He's just saturated in the market with
bro,
his signature.
and with his
Yeah,
signature,
yeah.
and then what happens?
They should be lower.
Yeah,
There's
but
just
the
so many
thing
out
is
there.
like you think that holds power over real work just because you signed it. When at this point, it's like it's not hard to get your signature.
But
If I wanted
on top
to,
of it though, he's not even doing it on like real expensive cards. Like, okay,
That's what we
maybe
talking
some
about.
of that,
Yeah,
but
it's
it
like
might
you'll
be like
take a bulk
a
card.
card that's worth 5 cents.
the shit that we give
yeah,
away in the
Exactly.
sign that and try to like.
give me $200.
Now, if it's a rare Charizard or a rare
understandable.
Giratina, this and that,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Anyway,
okay,
listen.
that's fire.
Listen, again, I go off of what I see. What I don't agree with as far as like again, the dude as a live DJ and performer, bro, he does his own mixes
does his
live
thing well. I give
performance.
him
Don't
credit
get me
for that
wrong,
for sure.
he holds it down with a performance. I just feel like his image and the way he approaches and the type of I guess reputation he has. He needs to do something
He gotta
about it
dress like
because
Mr.
it's like,
Rogers at this
like,
point.
bro,
You know what
I'm sorry, like,
It's so basically,
It's a wonderful day in
to
the
you, it just
Pokemon
seems like he
world.
doesn't want to like.
Day in the Pokemon
He doesn't want to
world.
let go, or the way he's holding it is not how
a little bit of both,
he's
man.
over geeking about.
Bro,
He got
like,
FOMO.
bro,
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
I don't know what it is, bro, but it's like,
I just don't see why.
I don't. I'm
I
not.
mean,
I,
the thing
I
is,
don't
I'm
I'm not
personally.
in it. I just
It
It's
doesn't
not,
bother
it's
me.
not hating. It's just keeping it real.
It doesn't
yeah,
bother
yeah,
me.
'cause
We just-
realistically,
I do
like
think-
said,
I do think
me
that
and my
if he's-
approach, seeing
I
him
do
as a
think if he's
performer,
overpricing by signing stuff that
So-
doesn't really have a lot of worth,
So
it may
that's
have
where I
worth
would
to
get
people.
mad.
May have
Right.
worth
If
to
I was
people.
trying to get a signature from him and he's fucking charging me $200 when my nigga, you ain't shit no more. Why you charging me that price?
Then I'd be upset.
That's where
Yeah.
I'll be upset at.
Right.
But if other people are just buying his shit and fuck him, like it is what it is.
He's gonna
I
use
don't
his
understand.
it's his
Can we
branding.
check
I don't know.
He's gonna use his
autograph
branding.
or something real quick?
You
Like,
good? You
curious.
could look it up.
anyway, listen, like I said, you can call me a hater, bro. You know, the thing is,
But you've talked
It's
about how a lot
not-
of people in the
Nasty
community
they
don't feel.
bro.
Yeah.
If you look at the comments
He's
and you look
cheesy.
at the stuff,
He's a
it's like
cheesy
at
guy.
this point, it's
Right.
like, my dude, it's you can stop now. We get it. You feel me? Like, you don't have to ride that you're the Pokemon theme song
not gonna
guy
stop.
at
He's not
that
gonna stop, though.
level of like. Cause at that point, that theme song doesn't even really get played anymore. Like, these kids don't even know, bro. They're onto Pokemons that are like they're into like 1,000 Pokemons already, and they don't even have Ash no more. They have like these. It's a whole team and,
Oh,
and
damn.
trainers and bro. It's at a whole level now that is like, bro.
It's Jurassic
The only
Park.
ones that are gonna
Yeah,
remember
Rod
you
Wave about to be featured.
are
us.
vintage us,
No
but
way.
it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
bro,
you gotta
we
be
get
with
it. You
trainers,
can
yeah.
chill out, cause
Fuck
that
outta here.
it's not
That's a
it's not
fact.
entertaining
You
no
can
more.
tell you, yeah.
Yeah,
Rod Wave gonna be one of the
crazy.
trainers. It's crazy.
That'd
How
be
Rod
ill.
Wave's gonna be featured as one of the Pokemon trainers.
That's wild.
Really?
That'd be
I don't know.
crazy, bro.
This guy be coming out with some crazy.
But
anyway,
I'm about to say
Yo,
some of the
Rob,
youngins
like
I
that,
work
right?
with at
Yeah,
JD would love that shit.
But anyway,
that'd be fire.
to get to the point, you know, that's how I feel about
Just
it. That's
overrated.
it's just I feel like there's just
I don't. To me, I just
It's
don't see
cringe
why
to
be
me.
mad.
I
It's
got you.
cringe.
I got you. I
Real
got
shit.
you.
It's cringe
Somebody
as
out
shit.
there is his biggest fan.
Yeah, facts.
Real
gonna
shit.
have
So again, I'm not
You-
hating in
you
that
got-
sense. It's just it's cringe to me.
Now you also felt that everything was kind of cutthroat out there with all the
Yeah, like I
vendors
said,
and
everything was
stuff.
cutthroat. The vibe was very smart, like the smuggler's run. Like you go in there.
I feel like that's how the sneaker convention would be. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Okay,
saying?
so
Heavy,
like,
man.
maybe,
cutthroat, just
maybe,
like, you know what I mean?
maybe,
Fucking
the
bro.
get
sneakers
the
shit's
best
for-
deals.
You know,
Salami for
I
sure.
guess.
I
you
didn't
know
see
what I
that
mean?
many smiles out there, but I saw a lot of big deals though.
Well, the table you were next to had some big deals
Ooh.
going on.
What's
When I
the
tell you
biggest
big
deal you
deals, so I can't tell you. I know the exact numbers because I'm not asking them. But when I see wads of
Racks.
money, like the shit that looks like it still has a little paper band around it, like it
Yeah.
was just fresh stacked from the bank,
Yeah.
and you dropping a couple on the table, like I know over 10, 15, maybe $20,000, maybe $40,000. Those for cards, for a couple
Cardboard.
cards,
What?
for a
Paper?
couple
and ink.
cards, bro. And these then you know you got homie, you know, with his little what do you call them pouches
Fanny
again? The
packs.
fanny packs,
The
yeah.
fanny pack, satchel
And just
and
but
shit.
bro, that fanny pack, bro,
Feel.
it felt like it was like an ATM. Because it was just like money, sizes of money that was coming out. That shit was magical. Because it was just like, what? You know, the transactions. And that was just a table next to us, you know what I'm saying? But it's just the fact that even when you walk around, the scalpers, the prices of everything is so high you really couldn't go in there thinking you were going to be able to afford to buy the things to complete your sets or anything like that. Everybody was fighting over who was going to be the most expensive but cheapest expensive. You know what I'm saying?
I'd be curious to know what their rents were.
Like booth rent?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, the problem is that place, like you said, is oversaturated. That means everybody is out for each other.
I'm not going to lie.
And if it's that many people,
table,
this is why at MegaCons, it's kind of mixed. There's like, I mean, I guess, no, there's art, there's comics, there's cards, there's shirts, there's everything.
Anime.
Yeah, it's not just primarily
I bought my
cards.
fucking dog's bowl at a fucking MegaCon, bro. It's Punisher bowl.
So they're trying to make their booth
rent.
I'd be curious to know what their booth
rent
is.
So
they had
usually
chopping boards, bro, with Biggie on it, bro. Fuck it, but I do want to.
We're gonna go back to talking about food in the chopping board.
Yo, I'm not paying $60 for a chopping board, bro. For a fucking.
But it's just so to kind of kill that. You know, let's put it like this: Collecticon to me wasn't the experience I was looking for. I felt like it was like a flea market full of smugglers, and like, bro, it was just like, yeah, everybody just like out to get somebody with these cards, bro, like on prices. I don't care about it. Okay. Honestly, it was not. I feel like unless I was a vendor thinking of going there to try to maximize money the way the rest of these sharks were there, it's not for me. Unless I was like a smuggler or a creep or whatever. Half of these motherfuckers be looking like, bro, like, because they look like they're up to no good there.
Back if you're one of them?
No, I'm saying, like, that's what it would take for me to go back, like, being one of those type of people. Because that's the only type of people that take advantage of that type of market. It's nothing for me. I'm not going to go in there and try to scalp other people or try to, like, buy something that's, like, $50 and try to flip it for like $200 just because, you know, everybody else in there is trying to, you know, it's like raping prices, bro. None of the prices made sense, point blank. There was nothing. That's for scalpers. That's a scalpers event
that I went to with my sister. The reason why I went to that though was because they had a lot of celebrities there. That's where I met Peter Cullen and someone else.
Chuck Norris.
Oh, and Chuck Norris.
Get the fuck
right.
out of here,
yeah. So there was a lot of celebrities there. I thought it was a great mix. This one didn't seem like it had a lot of celebrities.
Just cards, right?
No, there was just, like I said, it was Jason Page and Waka Flocka for the performance.
But they were performing. Or were there any celebrities signing? Like,
oh yeah, celebrity. No, if there was celebrities, there was nobody big. Everything that was probably like an artist, like for a card based maybe, or
so it wasn't,
or something like that. But it was not anybody that you
That's
would
what's weird.
Look at the list
one
and be
I
like,
went
oh
to
yeah, I'm going for
celebrities that weren't affiliated with
Pokemon. Cards too.
It was called Collecticon. The entryway had the giant Pikachu because I took a picture with Sam in front of it.
It's probably ran by the same people, but you know what I mean.
But it was a different time of the year.
So what it comes down to, it just proved that in that place, right? It's the same event. It's just it got the scalpers. You could just tell that whole how everybody's taking advantage of the market. It's a place where you put all those people who take advantage of the market in one room. And then you walking in there, seeing who's gonna take least advantage of you for you to be able to find that piece that's really, really hard to get.
So that's kind of how like Whatnot is getting with like comic books. Everybody wants to be cheap as hell. They want to like, you know what I'm saying, we got prices whatever, and they're fucking like, if I got a book on there for like, you know what I'm saying, 100, you know what I mean, and Whatnot takes a percentage out, you know what I mean, you know, I can only go down so much. They want that bitch fucking for like $30. Like bro, like it makes no sense. Crazy. You know what I mean? That's cheaper than what I paid it for. Why the fuck? Like I'm not working for free, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I'm firm on my prices, bro. Like bro, this is the lowest I'm gonna go, and if you don't like it, all right, appreciate you, bro. You know what I mean? Like good luck. You know
sometimes you gotta be that way.
Yeah, I refuse to fucking like bro. It makes no sense to fucking lose, bro. You know what I'm saying? When like it defeats the purpose of selling books. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Bro, we like a lot of times we'll make, you know what I'm saying, like anywhere from like $2 to $10 on a book. But it's still profit though. I don't want to go negative, bro. It makes no sense to go negative, bro. No sense. It's a waste of time.
So okay, to finish up, I wouldn't go back. It's not my type of thing unless I was one of those scalpers wanting to vend and try to make that type of money and take advantage of the market. There's not much entertainment there. Again, you can
At
pretty
that
everything.
one, though,
Yeah,
this one,
maybe
yeah.
the
Yeah,
next
you
one
know,
they'll have something different.
you know,
More adults or more kids?
Again, I don't think, honestly, bro, I don't think it's the coordinators. It's the people itself.
It's the
That
community.
it's the vendors and the people itself. It's the energy that these people are bringing in there because again, everybody is right now
cutthroat.
above market trying to
Yeah.
compete
It's stressful.
at getting the most money.
Bro,
And
all those
it's just-
videos
it's
I
bad,
see
man.
online
You
of
feel it.
these people fighting.
Bro,
and,
it's
and
bad.
Yeah,
Damn.
it's real life.
It's
Yo,
bad.
It's crazy.
It's bad. So again, I won't go there. But that was my experience at Collecticon. I would definitely like not waste my money going to that. Maybe in the future, again, if I was one of those scalpers or vendors that just want to, if I even had cars to make big transactions too, because it's only really worth, I can imagine exactly for a table is expensive, so it's only really worth bringing stuff that's of high value to make big transactions there. Because again, the transactions I did see were like, oh my god, for a piece of cardboard
Yeah,
that
but
much.
you gotta remember
But-
too. You know what I'm saying? Those small. If you do a lot of small transactions, that adds up.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because how
facts.
many of those big transactions are you really gonna do?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's another thing too. So it's just like when I be selling my comics, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I would love to sell fucking $20-$100 books, but if I could fucking sell, $110 books, you know what I'm saying? That's more money.
Facts.
saying?
Facts. So that's how it works. That's how it was. Nothing special. MegaCons, Tampa Bay Comic Cons, you get the cosplaying, you get the whole environment playing a factor, people bringing all types of stuff. I prefer that any day. End of story to my Collecticon experience.
Cool.
Hopefully it could be better next time if I ever do attend one, but I don't see
All right,
myself
so
going.
to get to the next subject, since we've been taking long as hell, last episode we was talking about going to the Wu Tang Clan concert.
Yeah, what's up?
I had showed the dunks and shit. You know what I'm saying? I had wore those. It was pretty fire. A lot of people.
How was
had
that?
them.
How was the concert?
So
Shout out to Adam with the fit, by the way.
so, yeah, that's where he was.
That's where I went to the concert.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, so it was dope as hell. By the time we got there, they had the openers. It was Run the Jewels that opened up for them. They were performing. It was dope as hell. We got in there. We got to see them perform and shit. You know what I'm saying? People, bro, were hyped. Bro, that whole fucking stadium was smoking. That shit was
of
all lit, bro.
Bro, I
Like,
can
you
imagine.
smell that shit everywhere. That
Fucking
shit
hate it.
lit the fuck up, bro.
I hated it because that shit was, for whatever reason, the draft was blowing it right into our
Yeah, there was
face.
dudes behind us that was.
They were like literally
That shit was smacking
7
us.
o'clock, bro. And he was pulling that shit out, and then I just saw it every like 5 minutes, and there was 2 flavors. All right, one of them smelled good as shit, but it was still strong. The other one, fucking horrid.
Yeah,
I mean, like
that-
cow
somebody-
queef type shit.
had that
This shit
trachea out
stunk.
there.
Bro. It was
Somebody
fucking
smoking the
so,
booth.
and I was like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like bro, it's fucking
yeah.
All right, they performed whatever, and then we tried to go out to try to get in line for the merch booth. They only had 2 merch booths, bro. The line was crazy long. We was like, there's no way we're gonna wait. It wrapped, bro. It was long as hell, bro. So it was like, fuck, it sucked, man. Cause they had some dope shit, you know what I'm saying? I would, of course, I had these posters I would have loved to get, but it is what it is. So anyway, the concert, we had dope seats. If anybody follow us on Instagram, I do have videos on there of a little bit of the performance, whatever. But the concert was dope, bro. Like they were performing all kinds of songs. They all came out, and they performed together, whatever. Then they broke it up. You know what I'm saying? They all went backstage, and then Raekwon and Ghost, since they did the album together, they did their songs together. Then they went back, and then I think Method Man came out. He did his shit, and then
Did Redman come out?
and then he started
Even though he's not
performing.
Wu Tang, he affiliates himself hard with him.
Yeah, he started performing the song he did with
Jersey.
Redman, and then I thought it was just gonna cut out. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna go to the next song. All of a sudden, fucking Method Man comes out, bro. Everybody goes nuts,
Yeah, I
bro.
imagine.
And Redman, and bro, he starts fucking performing, bro. It was lit, bro.
That's
like
fun.
it was.
That was
fucking
my
lit.
favorite part.
Yeah,
I
like
was about to
everybody
say,
was
'cause
going
I was so
ham,
surprised.
bro.
You both going. What was your favorite parts? Like your favorite sets? Did
That
you guys
part.
like the same thing?
My hype
No.
was my most hype was for Method Man.
Yeah.
And then
It
when
was
he did
different
like
parts,
a
bro.
he did like 3 of his main songs where he had most of the hooks, and then he did his main
Mary
song
J.
with
So
Redman,
fire.
and that
Redman,
and
yeah.
I was like, and at first I had to take a second glance because I was like, Redman's here, and I was like, holy shit,
Yeah, that's
like
fire,
what the
man.
hell? What the hell's he
And
doing
I called
here?
that shit on the ride. I was like, yo, it would be crazy.
It was great.
If
It
Redman
was great,
would
yeah.
come.
It's just again he affiliates
like,
himself
damn.
with Wu Tang Hard.
Yeah,
and he got that
great.
blackout.
And then they did the fucking How High song, bro.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
dope. It was
yeah.
dope. But honestly, like, I can't say like just one part was my favorite. There was a part of each,
A little
like,
bit of yeah.
that was just fire. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
It was dope as fuck, bro. Like, one of my favorite songs is from Raekwon and Ghost. You know what I mean? Just so many, bro. Just so many. When they all performed, you know what I'm saying? Together, you know what I mean? It was just, bro,
The
it's phenomenal.
experience was fire.
You know, rest in peace, old Dirty Bastard. You know what I'm saying? His son, young Dirty Bastard, takes his place in these performances
Yeah,
now.
yeah, he
he
does.
looks like him, got the haircut.
He's done videos with them,
does,
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does
Taking
all
the
the theatrics, everything. He's bro spending images.
He had a
of his
beautiful
father.
chain on too.
Yo, Wu Tang chain, bro, fucking nasty.
It was like gold trim with like
The swords or some shit,
The
yeah.
inside, the swords were behind it,
Uh-huh.
and then the W on the inside was just all diamonds, and then the gold trim around it. It was
Nasty.
so cool.
So, but you know what I mean? There was a part where Riz was like, yo, can I get Young Dirty Bastard on the stage? And then he comes out, he's like, your father would be proud, you know what I mean? And he's like, but if your father was here right now, he would have his hand pointed to the sky like that. So he was like this. And he'll have his knee pointed like that. He did that. And then he'll have that leg looking like that.
That's fire.
And then the fucking song drops and like, you know what I mean? Shit was
Yeah,
fucking
that's
fire.
yeah, it was dope as shit, man. Like, just so many. And then not only that, he actually walked right past us in the stadium. And, like, our back is towards him, so we didn't know. And when I passed by him, that everybody's like, oh shit, and I see him, and this motherfucker's just walking through the stadium. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up? And then he
That's
goes
fine.
off to the side.
Yeah.
He's partying with motherfuckers out there in
fine.
the stadium. You know what I mean? Like, it was dope.
There was another one of my favorite parts is when they were all on stage. And they all almost like got
Yup.
into like a little battle rap, and they
Yeah,
got
they
into
got
a
into a
circle,
cypher.
and some of them, some
Yeah.
of them had their backs towards us.
Yeah, it was
but
a
they were
circle,
all in there, and it was like they were in their own
Yeah.
studio doing their own thing.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
like
Like,
it
they were
felt
back
like,
on the corner. You know
yes,
what I'm saying?
yes,
Yeah,
it was
Fucking
really
just getting
cool.
it,
And
you know what I
they were
mean?
smiling, they're having fun.
Yeah, they look like
it
they
was
had mad
super
fun.
nostalgic. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like
No,
you could feel their.
I think that's the
their
biggest
energy.
factor, man. At
Yeah.
their age, to still be giving out that
Yes.
energy is
Oh,
lovely.
yes.
One of the funny
Lovely.
parts was fucking RZA. He was on stage and he's like, I need you guys to put your fists like this in the air, and he's like, I need y'all to give me all your energy. Give me all the
what
energy.
was he on, his
Stand
Bobby
up.
Digital
He's like,
mentality?
stand up, give me energy. And there's these two old motherfuckers behind us like, man, we fucking old, bro. Like, it was hilarious, bro. It was
That's
funny
dope,
as shit.
man.
But it was great. Everything was great. You know what I'm saying?
They definitely had a lot of advertisements.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Fucking for video games, for documentaries, for all kind
The
of
movie.
that movie that's coming out with Shamik Moore.
With Shamik Moore.
There's a bunch of shit they're doing there, bro. They
There's-
were
the
dropping
video game looks dope, too.
advertisements after advertisements. You know what I mean?
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. man.
They're coming out with a video game that looks fire.
That's dope, man.
Bro, a bunch of shit. They coming out with a documentary about the Purple Tape. Fucking
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's fire.
They're
It's
doing
great.
a collab with Paige with the Pokemon.
You're stupid.
I heard about that.
I was about to say because he came in an Electabuzz outfit.
Yeah, but
You know what it is.
so, but it was fire. So,
That's
of
dope,
course,
man.
you guys know that we have a ton of Wu Tang Clan fucking comics. We
nothing to fuck
brought a lot with us. You know what I'm saying, to get signed.
And it didn't
Just-
happen.
Just
I can see it in your
you know what I
face.
mean?
It didn't
Just in
happen.
case, you know what I mean? Like, if somehow we can pull it off.
Disappointment.
So of
It's
course,
okay.
my homegirl that does the Wu Wednesday radio show. She was there, whatever. I tried to link up with her because she's cool with Young Dirty Bastard or whatever, to see if maybe there was a way, because she was supposed to do an interview with them. She never did. So after the concert, we did link up with her, and she was waiting for Young Dirty Bastard by some elevator, and he came out. He was the only one that came out, was mingling with people. Everybody else was backstage. They disappeared.
These old guys ain't trying to talk to y'all right now. They're trying to go back, trying to be in bed by 10.
Yeah, so Young Dirty Bastard was out there taking pictures with everybody, whatever. And then he had there was like a rope there and there was security. So she went behind the rope because she was gonna go hang out with them in their loft or whatever. And she's like, well, just wait here and see. So Adam's like, yo, pull out the book, because he was the only one. So I had pulled out, actually, I had pulled out the ODB homage, and he had, he looked at it, he's like, bro, I'm not signing it. He's like, I'll take a picture. I was like, bro, I don't want a picture. And he just grabbed the pen and he signed it. And I was like, thank you, bro. And you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm grateful, you know what I'm saying? I'll never sell it, you know what I mean? It's definitely a dope-ass memory.
For sure.
But, you know, it's unfortunate, you know what I'm saying?
He wasn't trying to sign the comic at first, though?
No, he didn't want to. He looked at it and he's
I don't
like,
think he recognized
you know
it.
what
I don't think he realized what it was. I know he saw the style of it with the ID, so he definitely, you know.
Yeah,
but he was like, what is this? Like,
yeah,
he could have been like, is this some mockery shit?
Yeah, he's like,
who the hell knows?
And then he just grabbed it real quick, and then he put, you know what I'm saying?
Overall, the experience was definitely...
It was fire. It was great. It was a great concert.
Sure.
It was fun time. No issues, you know what I'm saying? No beef.
Did you guys leave with a contact time?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But when we was walking out the... from the stadium, whatever, there was this guy and this girl. They was taking pictures with the Wu Tang dunks. I was like, oh, let me jump in there. And they like, oh yeah, jump in there. And they fucking. So we had our fucking all dunks, fucking whatever.
Yeah, dunk squad.
You know what I mean? There was a few. It was like I seen at least like fucking almost 10 pairs.
It was. Let me tell you, it was really, really diverse there too.
Yeah,
all kind of
the
people.
white family, the white people in front of
us.
Listen,
you want to know something?
Motherfuckers knew every lyric to every song by Run the Jewels and fucking Wu Tang.
Yeah, there was a white dude in front of me, bro, going ham.
Yeah, you want to know though? I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not gonna say he has to take full credit, but the one that really opened that door was Method Man. I feel like Method Man being in the film industry and all that was the one that was more commercial. He brought that attention to most of the group and the diversity because of just how funny he was.
Mind you, they all came out with like jackets, some jerseys, hats.
There was Reebok or Rockaway.
Method Man came out like he came out from a Old Navy Gap commercial. He was wearing little tight jeans. Jen would have been pissed. And he was wearing a salmon like sweater with like the pocket. Yeah. And it had the little collar. He looked like he came out of a fucking Gap commercial, bro. It was hilarious. Then they changed.
Yeah, they had
Wu-Tang used to be under one of the like Rockaway Reeboks. Nothing, no. Like back in the day,
they had their own like brand. It was
Wu Wear. That's it. It was Wu Wear. Yeah.
But fucking RZA's outfits, every shirt he had was bejeweled with fucking Wu Tang shit.
Yeah, it was.
Bro. It was like some fire ass.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
he had one where the Wu Tang logo was in the back.
Yeah,
and it was just
big
completely bedazzled. Completely.
It was fire. Like his outfits were dope. I mean, all of them, you know what I'm saying? Fucking RZA came out with all of Tampa Bay gear. You know what I'm saying? He had a lightning hat for the hockey team. And then he had a Bucks shirt or some shit.
Someone had Tampa Bay Rays jersey.
Oh, that's what it was. It was yeah, he had the Rays jersey.
The old school one.
Yeah.
The Devil Rays.
But yeah, no, it was fire. Yeah.
It was fun.
I enjoyed it, you know what I mean? It was definitely good.
But you know, I know you have pulled out some comics there. We might as well go ahead and show off some other pieces because there's some. Since you showed off some hip hop ones, bringing up the Wu Tang, I know that you had some pieces there earlier that I saw that were just fire. And they're hip hop ones too, man. Yeah.
So that's the ODB one that I got signed from Young DB. I try to get this one signed. It's a custom piece.
That would have been Raekwon.
Raekwon Batman. You know Yeah, that's fire.
Yeah.
And you know what? I went ham too. I was messaging them on Facebook, messaging them on Instagram. Like, yo, I got these comic books. I'm trying to get signed.
You didn't even get the
None of
little
them.
notification that says seen.
Exactly.
Man, look at that. That's
Venom
the,
Eminem.
Look at that. Venom.
And
Venomized
these are
Eminem.
custom sketches. These are for sale.
Check the bin, chat. Check the bin.
Yeah, check the bin.
Come on, chat.
Got that.
Woo, you know what I mean? Jada Kiss.
Jada.
Spectacular Spider-Man.
Kiss you now, you die now. Why later? And then we got the
MF Doom.
God, bro.
Yep.
You gonna put that on the wall or what?
This is the
wild.
acetate
That's
cover.
hard.
So if you're not familiar with acetate covers, that first cover is a plastic see-through cover, and it has the mask on it, and then underneath that has the MF Doom regular cover in it and stuff, and then it has a remark and signed by the artist.
That's official.
That's a beautiful piece for sure.
And then this is the big boy.
Yeah, the big boy right here. This is the one.
We could probably scan some of these and let you just take the top.
So this is the one
authentic
right
over here, baby. All authentic.
This is the
How
one
dare
right
you,
here.
motherfucker?
All right, so this is one of
Look
the
at that
first
one, bro.
That shit is
Eminem
fucking
covers
hard.
to drop. So
Beautiful cover.
there's this company called Tidal Wave. They pretty much started like the biography comic books. So this is like Eminem's life story. You know what I mean? But this is a rare cover, bro. Like, these are all sold out. You can't find these anywhere. And then shout out to Zavala. What the fuck? How you say
Zavala.
that? Yeah,
Shout out
Zavala.
Zavala,
Lauren
man.
Zavala.
If you fuck up your name, you'll be alright, bro.
He did that Venom remark. That whole Venom side is all remark. That's not a part of the issue. It looks like it is. That's how nasty he is.
Bro, it looks like it's
it looks like it's printed out, right? But no, that whole Venom side, even the arm, all that shit is added on.
amazing,
and then
man.
he signed his name like a Venomized style.
There are some special people in this world that can make things like that happen.
Something like that?
Yeah, crazy, right?
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's nasty. I got something else from him at the crib. It's a Biggie joint he did.
Well, we got to add that to the collection from the last video trying to get M's autograph for the comic. We got to throw that one on there, too, now.
Yeah,
Tag Eminem, everybody. Come on, chat.
Come on, let's try this again. Let's try this again.
Yeah.
That's right.
That'd be crazy.
We want to buy a hotel.
I just want to get a sloppy Joe.
But yeah, it's fun. I do have this one for sale because I have that other Eminem that I am keeping. So this one is for sale. I was gonna keep this one because how nasty it is.
That's amazing. I don't know, man. That might be a PC for real, bro. You might have to consider that a PC because that work right there.
I have
man. You can't do that twice.
I do.
You can't get it exactly like that twice.
I do have two Eminem covers that he's in the Punisher outfit. It's not signed or remarked, but I don't know, man. If I was able to get that shit remarked and like signed, and possibly signed by the different Punishers, that would be nasty too.
You gotta get in a cover where it's Eminem in the Eminem costume. You know what I'm saying?
So they had
you know what I mean?
which is kind of regret selling, but you know it is what it is. There was these Eminem joints that came out that he was in the Iron Man suit, and then there was another one that he's in the Doom suit. You know what I'm saying? So
that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So getting those like graded side by side would have been dope. You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's any.
What
other
about
heroes.
different variants of Eminem as the Avengers or something like that? Because you got Slim Shady's, Marshall Mathers, you got this, that. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
They're kind of doing that.
They have the one that he's in like the Robin outfit.
He should have done
you know
that
what I
with
mean?
Two-Face.
The Rap Boy. You know what I
Slim
mean?
Shady's
Marshall
Mathers
covers
or
of
Two-Face.
him with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot you like DC.
But I haven't really seen any other that I could think of, any other superhero besides Iron Man, Venom, and Doom of Eminem.
What a whore.
Well, listen, guys, I do wanna, I do wanna mention this now that Adam just got me started real quick. Let's go through a little speed run here. I don't like DC. But the new Superman, by the way, if anybody's been keeping up with the trailers, I know You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Getting into the superheroes and the man.
DC's about to go crazy
listen. I'm not gonna get too
Shout
much
out to
into
James
it,
Gunn,
but
for
I
sure.
am convinced. Why? It looks bright. It looks Supermanish. It looks comic bookish.
feel, you know what I mean?
You know, I think there might be some quirky stuff in it, obviously, to make it fun. But I think the Superman is gonna be a nice direction for the future. And for what's to come, Green Lantern, seeing that little clip of him doing the middle finger, that's awesome to add character. Everything in it looks.
Trailers, bro. I don't want to be spoiled.
Okay, the trailers, the trailers are amazing though. That's all I can tell you. At least for the comic book feel and the colorfulness. Like I think that's what Zack Snyder was like slacking on.
It's not.
It's
dark.
just it's just
Yeah,
the fact.
it's
No, he
not
never
sad.
talked. He
He's
never
always
talked much throughout the movies, bro. Like in Zack Snyder's universe, Superman barely said anything. He was always serious.
They're
And that's
totally
not him.
different. They're totally contrast.
Yeah. So
This
anyway,
one, James Gunn's about brighter. It's about. I mean, Guardians was a bright movie.
but like I said, he's gonna
colorful
really give it that Superman comic book feel. You know,
Yes.
it's not.
It's gonna be real though. Like there's some serious.
Oh
scenes.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
where, like shit's getting fucked up.
and rumors.
Crypto now, like what? I'm excited to
bro,
see Crypto on
what?
film. On
You
big
saw the
screen?
trailer? You saw the trailer with him
Yeah.
Crypto fighting? It was dope, man. And then the thing is like I guess the leak is possibly that the guy Superman's fighting in this movie is Ultraman.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
so we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes. But that's
When does that drop?
Next month?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of things drop next
Fantastic
month.
Four,
Fantastic Four drops next month.
Ironheart drops.
Ironheart,
Jurassic,
World.
yeah, that
But
Jurassic
Ironheart's a
Park one.
show.
Ironheart,
Ironheart's
yeah.
gonna be a show, yeah.
Yeah,
But
there's
there's not
not
good reviews on that. I'm hearing.
Bro, I feel
I
like
don't care, you know what I'm
anything
saying,
with
but
a
it's
black
like-
female, bro, motherfuckers is just hating. That's what I
Black
feel like,
in
bro.
anything, if we being honest.
I mean, yeah, of
They
course.
don't
You
want
know
to
what
see
I mean?
anybody
But
with color.
like
you know,
what
shining.
they did to Shorty that was in the Mermaid, like they hated on her. Like, come on, just
Well,
let 'em
honestly,
live, you know what I mean?
I'm one of the haters because you. Listen, yo.
It is what it is.
I love
Let
my
'em live.
shorties. Ayo, no shame to the
There's a
game.
hater for
But you
everything.
can't have a little mermaid when her eyes is going across to her earlobe and her other eye is going across to her forehead. It don't make sense because Ariel was a beautiful white lady with red hair. I loved Ariel. You know what I'm saying? Ariel, my little mermaid, she was good. Hey, Hallie, she's a beautiful lady. Hallie, I'm not hating on you, but you're not mermaid material, baby. You know what I'm
Shit,
saying?
You wildin'. You wildin'.
Me, Wallen was
The
saying
beginning of
I
the
would
end.
rather her be like the blues or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, first of all,
It didn't make sense for me.
Ariel's
I didn't
not a
watch the
beautiful
movie,
woman
but-
because she doesn't exist.
Huh?
You know what I'm
Ariel was a
saying?
beautiful woman. Huh? You seen the red hair?
If
going
that's
down
the
her
case, I
back?
can't wait to hit Nala. I don't know what you're talking
Nala?
about.
Woo-wee.
Yeah.
That's a good
Oh
one.
my goodness.
I can't with you guys. Listen, man, you guys.
I never,
are just
I never got to see
Every
it. I
single
know
one of
that girl
y'all
could
are
sing, though.
individually
She's
special.
beautiful vocals. She can sing her ass off. Her and her sister.
Yes.
I know
can't
it's
take the
that
time
Holly
away.
chick. She's going through some shit with her baby daddy or whatever. That shit a little
She's
messy.
crazy.
But I'm not.
Anyway, yeah, you
But
know,
yeah, I do think that there's a little bit of a stigma when it comes to some of these characters. First of all, Shuri.
Riri.
No,
Sure.
I'm tripping. What's her name again?
Halle.
Riri.
Riri. Yeah, but
Riri.
what's her?
Oh,
Ironheart. I was about to say Shuri. Riri's character is not one that a lot of people know about.
Yeah,
not because she's
And
fairly
same thing
new.
with Miss Marvel. A lot of people didn't know about it. They're both obviously minorities and they're young. So some people are going to be picky about it. They're going to be like, oh,
Nah,
this
fuck
isn't the
these
OG
kids. You know what I'm
characters.
saying?
So I'm not as
That's
interested
how
as
they
much.
do it.
But the problem is that a lot of those comics came out for people that are a little bit younger than us.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't grow up with those characters. You know what I'm saying? So it just doesn't lean our way. I'm open to it because I still want all this shit to keep going.
Listen,
So,
yeah.
like,
but you
I
gotta,
wanted
yeah.
you gotta
to-
be
to
able to
collab.
appreciate it. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
that's
Because
what
it
I'm
can't
saying.
all just be adults.
Listen,
You got the kids now.
listen.
Bring the kids into it.
Yes.
You know what
We've
I'm
come a
saying?
long way, and to me, at this point, you know, good movie or bad movie, I'm going to watch it for the fact of the appreciation that we're at a point that we have the technology to bring these characters to life. That's what it
Now?
comes down to. You know, I'm just saying, like, well, at the level that we have it now, compared to, you know, just seeing the evolution of that. Because I remember, like, man, I have the DVD of the. I wouldn't really say the first Captain America, but the first Captain America film.
Like the 60s.
You know, from like the '60s, and just to think about like now, you know. Look at the
like
Cap that we
Tin Man.
have now flying all over the map, and the thing looks realistic with him having
No, of
wings.
course.
And, you know, it's just, again, good movie or bad movie. Like, it just, at this point, I just have an appreciation for the evolution of where these films got. Look at Ironheart,
came a long
Suits.
way.
Yeah.
You know, who would have thought that we could see a character, even if she's new, you know, Ironheart with all these suits and stuff too, because we're gonna see multiple suits with her too. You know,
Yeah.
it's just, to me, that shit is cool,
And
man.
Homeboy's in that movie too. Ramos, ain't he Ramos?
Oh yeah, because he's
Puerto
playing.
Rican,
He's playing Red Hood.
Oh yeah, the Spanish actor.
Yeah.
that-
No, it's not
from
Red Hood.
Transformers, right?
It's not Red Hood. I'm
yeah,
saying
yeah,
Red
yeah,
Hood, but
yeah.
it's Red what?
Red Robin.
His character.
But he's
Yeah.
they
I
say
don't
he's
know.
the villain in Ironheart.
That
He's
rumored.
he's so technically he's an anti-hero.
'Cause I
He
seen
has his
was
bad
tied with
moments.
Mephisto or whatever.
I don't know.
Red
I don't know.
what? I don't remember. What is it? Red something. I don't remember. Anyway, but hopefully the show is cool. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
I'm
gonna
you know,
watch
we
the
haven't
show.
seen an Iron Man around, so something Iron flying around, cool.
Be dope. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so
Facts.
besides that,
And
I
then hopefully she'll get into the Young Avengers with all of them as well.
well, yeah,
That'd be
because that's
nasty.
literally what they're setting up for.
Yeah.
You
That'd
know,
be nasty.
They're gonna have a Young Avengers. a
again,
New
these
Avengers.
kids, these
I can't wait for the
these
Young
kids got
Avengers,
contracts
man.
for 10 years, 15 years. Some of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got big boy contracts because they're gonna develop into these characters.
Yep.
So the same way these kids now are growing up and gonna see them from this, eventually by the time they hit our age, they're gonna see that shit in like
The way we
cool
grew
is
up
that?
on Wolverine and
6D.
Spider-Man, Hugh
You know,
Jackman, that's gonna be
7D
there,
at that
Kamala,
point.
and
Yeah.
then fucking whatever.
That's cool.
Ironheart.
That's
yeah,
cool.
like that's
Yeah,
fire.
they saying too. T'Challa's son supposed to be in there as well.
See,
Okay.
but I didn't like that with the corn kid. I ain't like that.
we'll see.
I feel like
we'll
there
see
could
how
have been
things
a
play out.
better placement for the
Bro,
son.
listen, we was watching the film, like, bro, I was like, yo, bro, you need to go to Maury, son. Like, you don't know that's his kid, bro. Bro, we don't know that's his
Yeah, you
kid,
don't
son.
know.
Oh, you talking
Like,
about the white Black Panther?
No, talking about
Or the kid that was eating the
Black-
corn?
I guess. Fuck. I don't
At
know
the
who-
end,
at the
where-
end,
Yeah.
Like, little kid,
Panther.
yeah.
What's her face's?
When,
Yeah.
when
She shows this
Shuri
that
went to go
they have a
meet
son.
him.
Facts.
And yeah, he's
Josh was skeptical.
yeah, bro. We don't know that's his son.
We
Nah.
don't. It could be.
He totally forgot he was watching a movie.
It could be
He immediately
Killmongers.
thought it was like
You heard? It could be
Saturday at
Killmongers,
4:30 watching.
It
It
could be
could
Killmonger's
It
kid.
made no
yeah,
sense.
could be. It could be Baku's kid.
M'Baku. He said M'Baku
So
in that.
stupid.
Yeah.
M'Baku went crazy. He went ape mode. You know what I'm saying? But all right, so yeah, those are definitely updates on Marvel. It seems like it'll close out pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I know we have the Wakanda animation coming out too.
But they just
so-
came out too, because I said that with the Black Panther, they was talking about Black Panther apparently got a white son now.
Oh, that's in the comics.
That's
So
in
they
the
came out with a
comics,
new
too.
comics
That's new.
line, a
Yeah,
new
no,
story
I've seen
where.
that.
So what it is that, let's put it like this: T'Challa probably had a side piece. She was white, and this kid is now
Mixed.
mixed,
trying to get a
fighting
little
for
bit
the throne, mad
Little
because.
skin.
In other words, why wasn't
Is he
Dad
a
there?
Shout out to
villain
Dr.
or-
Wu.
Why wasn't Dad there?
Is he a villain
You know?
or
So he beats T'Challa and takes over the throne. So he becomes the official Black Panther. So the thing is, he's not a villain, but he's one of those arrogant good guys. So he has a problem, almost like how U.S. Agent started, and
I
who knows
only
if
like
he'll
his
develop
ass.
into
He's
something
annoying as
obviously later. But things like that are going on.
damn,
You know, things are going on.
Putting it down, son.
But yeah, man, you know that's a couple updates on some of the stuff coming up as far as shows.
Soon,
So
yeah,
this
get
was
ready.
before or
Spread
after
it up a
Storm?
little bit.
That's what I
so
was saying
no,
too.
so no.
James
So,
Gunn got it down.
so he's in the storyline. He's with Storm at the moment when this kid pops up.
Oh.
He's with Storm. So it was before Storm or during Storm's relationship.
Yeah, imagine,
that he
bro,
made that happen.
She got to be a baddie because
Bro,
Storm
they
got
do the
it,
DNA test
And
you're
it's
not the
Mystique.
father, and she starts running backstage, and then they have to have the cameraman chasing her down.
Like more,
Yeah, you need the fucking
Wow.
super soldier
Bochinche,
serum on the
bro.
cameraman.
All them be on Bochinche, bro.
Running that shit down.
Bro, all these Marvel characters be having Bochinche going on, bro. That's
No,
what it
you
is.
know what? I did come up with this idea the other day that they had a show like that, except it was Uncle Ben. It was something with Uncle Ben, and he was interviewing different people, and he was giving advice to all these different Marvel couples. Like different relationship advice to all these different couples. I have to really dig into it deeper. I forgot what I was talking about, but we're laughing about it randomly. And it was like Peter Parker came out there with Mary Jane, and then he's not everybody has an Uncle Ben.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then Tony came out with Pepper, T'Challa came out with Storm, and they were just sitting there talking to him, and Uncle Ben was like giving them advice. But it was funny, like it was crass.
When he was giving him advice, was he there alive or was he like in like the spirit form, like a Jedi, like a Star?
Yeah.
Was he there like was it a hologram like Tupac when he showed up?
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know.
So anyway, real
great
quick, just to
power
kind of throw
great
out there, because
responsibility.
we always throw a little bit of sports. I just want to say that we're down to the NBA Finals. It's OKC and the Pacers.
They play today.
They play
Game
tonight.
5, right?
It's 2-2. Me, I'm going for OKC, but personally, I don't really give a fuck about both of
I
these
thought
teams.
it was 3-1.
What's
So
that?
no, it's 2-2.
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely want OKC.
So Devin Baines. So we just picked him up from the Grizzlies. He averages about 21 points. See us
Thunder
next year in the
won.
playoffs, baby.
Yeah, Thunder
Magic.
won 120 to 109.
Oh, so it's a wrap. There you go.
3-2.
I'm glad because you know what,
I want
Halliburton.
OKC to win too.
Yo,
Yeah.
I can't stand Halliburton's face.
What the hell?
I just can't stand his face. It's
What
something
the
about
hell,
his
Burton?
face. It's something about his face.
What the hell, y'all saying?
So they just need to win one more, right?
Something about your
Yeah,
face,
like-
something about your jeans.
Guys, listen, y'all gotta fix this.
Yeah.
I'm bringing awareness to your situation.
The height
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
shorts.
Haterade
The
hard
height of the
today.
shorts is a little mixed T'Challa. Give me a little.
Real quick side note, you know what I'm saying? Next month, Pokemon TCG, the black and white set is gonna be coming out. I know the Japanese
facts.
already came out.
Are y'all running whatnot streams anymore? What's up?
But you know,
See
we,
what
You have to.
was-
You have to be
that's not what
consistent.
happened.
my
It's
phone
this
broke,
market.
bro.
Nah. So in
I'm
my
on a
case,
spare and I'm locked out. So right now I can't even log into my actual Apple account. I'm locked out. So everything I'm doing on my phone, it ain't doing what it's supposed to do.
But you're Team Rocket.
That's right. The one and only.
he does that every day, so he's been working on it.
You know what I'm saying? Shit.
What a
It's only not
tattletale.
on
Fuck.
me. No diddy. You know what I'm saying? It's the big
does
team.
it every
Right?
day.
Anyway, guys, like I
Motherfuckers
said,
eating Mike and Ike's mid-set.
Guys,
Boy.
the set comes out next month.
Let me tell you, that difficulty to swallow goes with them shorts.
Bro, this shit's tough, man. 'cause that shit was-
Yo, y'all can
He
make
keeps
donations.
chewing and the shorts keep rising.
Make donations
Ah.
on Instagram for material.
Why y'all
for-
keep looking
for
at?
our
Why y'all keep
shorts.
looking?
I'm just looking straight,
Yeah.
and it's
Them
like
shits
I
is-
feel like the NFL draft is here.
Yeah.
This motherfucker wearing boxer briefs on fucking podcast
On
and
the
shit.
Why y'all staring at my kneecaps?
Like,
Bro, kneecaps, nigga. It's fucking
With the
thigh meat,
Mr. Rogers
nigga.
socks.
They got thigh meat hanging out, son.
yeah, it's
We ain't doing no
crazy.
sneak. Hey,
He got the ham hocks
we ain't
out.
doing no.
He
Hey, we ain't doing no sneaker check
got the
today.
bananas out today, boy.
We can't do a sneaker check because it's gonna go below the Bell's outlet shorts.
The fucking
God
the video's
damn.
gonna get slapped. The
You
video's
got
gonna
them for
get
free with
flagged.
all the perks.
The video's gonna get flagged for them
So
shits.
Damn.
yeah, for nudity, man, wearing these shorts, we're gonna be like, yo, exposing too much.
Too much.
Right.
Too much skin.
Too much.
You gotta
Stop looking at my
stick that
kneecaps.
shit.
Mad carne, son.
With that being said, listen, man, it's always a pleasure having an episode and always having this much fun. You know what I'm saying? This is exactly what we do it for. And we want y'all to continue to subscribe. No, send this to people and subscribe. You know what I'm saying?
Like, share,
comment,
yeah, all
subscribe.
that goodness.
Maybe
Fuck
get
with
a
us,
piece
man.
Of his
You know,
chuletas over here.
You know,
what I'm saying?
we just trying to have some fun and keep y'all updated with what's going on, our insight and what we go through, and our perspective when it comes to our hunts, our adventures.
That's right.
And what we love to do best, which is collect. You know what I'm saying? And especially give our opinions.
While you're closing out, look forward to we're gonna be doing the event at the mall. We got that.
The 16th is the
August 16th.
Heroes event at the mall, and
Okay.
the 17th is the next Geek Fest.
Holy
They're
shit.
back to back.
Yeah, I don't think
Right.
Saturday and Sunday.
Okay, so
Yeah, August.
boom. All right, so there you go.
Yeah, it's gonna be too much.
Just stay tuned. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be at the mall.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Destined Rivals came out. Team Rocket. You know what the fuck going on. I had one on a hunt. I got the Meowth. I got 2 of the Meowth. I sent them to PSA. So when I get that gray bag, we definitely gonna show that on here.
And I'm not gonna
You know
lie,
what
I
I'm
pulled
saying?
some heat myself.
He
I did get
pulled some heat.
I did get the Moltres. I did get the Crowbat.
You got the Applin,
and
the Houndoom,
the
Applin,
the Applin or the Hydra. No, the Hydrapple.
Hydrapple.
And then the
That shit was hard.
Houndoom. Yeah, I pulled some heat on this last set. Like honestly, Destined Rivals was really a fun set for me because
That was the best set you ever pulled with Pokemon.
Yeah, honestly.
Yo, yeah, I seen that little that video with the little white kid. Like he's like a baby. He got diapers on, but he talks. No, he might be wearing like underwear or something. But anyway, his father is like whatever. They pulled the fucking Pokemon card, and it's like like I don't know if it's a grade or a number or whatever, but it's only a 50, but it's Eevee, and he starts yelling. The kid starts yelling, "Mom, we got Eevee, we got fucking Eevee," and the dad starts dying laughing, and he's so excited and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I fucking love that video.
That kid cursed?
Yeah,
Fuck that kid.
Bro,
Yeah.
no, it was hilarious. I wish I could find that shit. I'm gonna find the shorts, y'all. But you like we got.
Hey, listen. By the way, I
Eevee.
do want to announce also, there has been some amazing progress, man. Hopefully, Street Geeks Studios, or should I say headquarters, the look is getting there. Man, I'm so looking forward. Shout out to Matt Capone, man, putting in the hard work, definitely, to make the look happen, the feel happen. And we can't wait to start filming in there. So just continue to, you know what I'm saying, follow us, comment below, man. If there's anything y'all want us to hit up or talk about, chop it up about, you know what I'm saying. There's hopefully on the next show, man, there's a couple games I've been playing lately that I want to kind of chop it up about too, because I'm a huge vintage gamer, and, you know, those are things that we mentioned.
Yeah, we can talk about games next
so
time,
I definitely want to throw some
we
games
can.
out there because it's just I've been having fun with certain stuff and it's just nostalgia again. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, I appreciate y'all for those that are gonna be tuning in to the episode. You know, hit us up, Street Geeks _podcast on IG. Find us everywhere with Street Geeks Podcast.
Whatnot, Instagram,
you know what I'm
Facebook.
saying? We active everywhere.
Twitter, MySpace.
It's your boy Argenis, a.k.a. Genocide. That being
Big
said,
Mac Capone.
appreciate everybody, man. We out.
All right,
The
y'all
Bobbers.
Guys, later.
The Dundadas.
Yeah.
Get it.
Brr.